Hello. Hi everyone. How you doing? It's been a while. Hello. I can see some lovely messages in chat already. Hello everyone. I can see people got tea. Someone's got a short strawberry milkshake. Hello, Cara Dennison. Hope you're enjoying your tea. And I'm glad you enjoyed the chill music. Yeah, I've really gotten into when I was like putting music behind this one and also my why I'm not going to play Bioshock video last year. I just really like jazzy piano. Just it's fun. It's good. It's also very good background music for writing and such. It's just I was gonna try and like put some music on this stream, and I was like looking at like, oh, where can I get some good like royalty free music to play behind? But then I was like, nah. It is for the moment. I was like, two reasons: one, it's extra work, but then two, like, what if not everyone who watches my videos wants to listen to like lo-fi or jazz? So like some of you might want to listen to like metal while I'm talking. It might clash slightly. I don't know. Actually, I don't know whether it would. I really like metal music. So yeah, I'm a little quiet. I just am a little quiet. But yeah, so yeah, choose the background music of your choice. You can have lo-fi, you can have screamo. I don't mind, as long as you can hear me. We're all good, aren't we? Brandon G says like Spike. Yes, if you're here, please do give it a like. There's nearly 500 of you. Hello. Hi, thank you so much for joining. Yeah, it's been freaking ages since I did a stream like this, like literal years. And I've just seen someone said, Boomerst I said somebody stole all of Ellen's stuffed animals. No, they didn't. They're all right behind me. Look, there's Dory's right there next to Pegasus, who Luke got me for Christmas that time, if you haven't seen that video. So yeah, no, they're all behind me. They're supporting me. They're, you know, behind every YouTuber is a pile of emotional support. Look, who remembers Deep Cut Pugsley Puggleton? Is it Pugsley Puggleton? Yeah. I think that was the name that I decided in the end. But yeah, hi. Everyone like, whew, yeah, don't worry, Boomer, sorry, they're there. But yeah, back in COVID times. Technically, I'm going to be that person, technically still COVID times, because I got COVID this year, and it sucked, just like AI. Yeah. But fortunately, I'm still getting my jabs, so I'm still okay. It was just like a real bad flu, as opposed to having to go to hospital or anything. So I was okay, but it was rubbish. So do still, like, the big thing for me is I take extra caution, like on busy, like I usually wear it on public transport, and in like theatres and cinemas and stuff like that. Like just big crowds. I'm like, you come across more people, you're more likely to bump into someone who might have it, you know? It's just a numbers thing. And then some people will wear masks all the time, and I completely respect that as well. So, yeah. Yes, story lives. Don't worry, Brandon. So, yeah. Hi from New Zealand. Hi, Fubar89. Hello. Oh, I love I want to go back to New Zealand so bad. I went to New Zealand before, so when Luke and Jane and I went to PAX Australia, I went out like a week before, and I did 4 days in like Auckland. That's the name, Ellen. Like in Auckland to go and doing trips out. And of course I went down to Hopperton, and I did the Waimoto Caves and Rotorua, which was amazing. The volcanic stuff. Yeah, freaking love New Zealand. It's one of those places that I was like, I might one day maybe. Oh my goodness. Hi. So I need to work out how to say your name properly. I watch all your videos. So in the chat right now, Olafur Wag is like the bad English way of saying it. So there's a lovely creator who does very funny things about Scandinavian countries, etc. You might know him with jam on the side, and I do really love food with jam on the side. So yeah, and I have a Danish friend. Some of you may know Bendix, and I constantly send her his videos. I've got friends from so many Scandi countries, and Norway and Iceland are still on my list of I need to go there, but I've been to a lot of the Scandi places, so I absolutely love it. Hey, perfection! I hope I said that right. I hope you're just not being nice. I have my Danish pal Bendix gets me to say Danish words sometimes, and then sometimes she's like, which from a Danish person is a big deal. So yeah, what an absolute legend. Thank you for joining. I did fangirl out completely when I saw that you followed me on social media, so thank you. I really appreciate it, and I love your work. I just it's so amazing. Hello folks. Yeah, thank you so much for watching my latest video. If you haven't, there's a link in the description of this video, in this live stream, I would assume. She says like that. Wait, let's have a look at my yes, there is. Good. Yes, good. Pastellan did it. I have been so tired the past few weeks, so I'm like, there's little bits where I'm like, I did that right. I did that thing right. I don't know. So yeah. There's a lot of cool people, a lot of nice people in the chat. I've been watching Outside Extra for years, so I also fangirled. Thank you. I just appreciate like funny people. I just good talented people. Hate AI, like funny and talented people. So yeah, I have some tea. This is peppermint and licorice. Actually, the Scandis will like that. Just realised. So yeah, this is very, very tasty and is like really clearing out my nose, even though I think it's just the summer, but like licorice tea, but like wow. Gonna have a little sip, a little bit of ASMR for everyone. So good. Tim McCabe, hi, also from Canada. Hi Canada, Tina, hello from Norway. Hi. Norway is one of the places I need to go. I nearly went on a work trip this year for it, but it didn't work out, and I'm very sad about it. But next time. Yeah, hi from Mexico, Andy. Hi. I freaking, the coolest thing about being a creator on YouTube is you just have people watching you from all the way like around the world, and it's ridiculous. And yeah, I've got, hang on, I'm getting a little message. That's fine. Stop telling me things, YouTube. Stop making me freak out. 999, hi from Maryland, USA. Hello, howdy, you okay? And yeah, hey people, Alfredo Baggins, Michael Lindell, and oh man, Teen Corvette. Hello, Dan. Hi, and thank you. I'm very pleased with the colours of this room. So this is my little office space. I cannot tell you how wonderful it is not to be working in my bedroom anymore. So my old house that I used to live in was like desk, bed right next to it. Now I technically have a bed behind me, but it's a sofa bed for like when friends and family want to stay over, which has happened a lot, which has been really fun since I've moved here. But like, yeah, just having like going to bed in an actual bedroom, not a bedroom / office. It's really nice. And yeah, being able to focus up a little bit more in an office and not be like, my bed's right there. That would be really comfy to sit in there. So yeah, Oh, hi from an Italian in the UK. Ciao. Ciao. Can I remember? I did Duolingo for a year. I cannot remember much else. Spiacente. Uccelli is birds. It's the best. Panini is more than one panini. In the UK, we just say panini, but it's actually panino for singular. Panini means a collection of paninos. So, yes. A question in chat, very important question. Will you be getting a cat now that you have your own place? Yes, eventually. I'm not rushing into it. There are bits and bobs that I still want to do, and like I've got some shelves sitting in my living room that need to be put up that I just got delivered this week, and like there's a few things that I just want to kind of get in place before I get a cat. But if the cat distribution system happens faster than that, well then, yeah. I will like. I heard a cat outside the other day that was real like meow meow meow, and I was like, if it's a stray, is this it? Is it happening? But it didn't happen. So I was kind of like, okay. But eventually, potentially. James Ross says, don't shop. Yeah, that is my thing. I don't want to go buy a cat. You don't need to buy a cat. The cat distribution system will happen. So it's fine. Nimble Text the Talking Cats. Have you watched Flow? And what did you think of it? I've not watched it yet. I wanted to go see it in the cinema, but then I got sick. So I couldn't. It was when I got a cold, and then when I got over that cold, I got COVID. So I had like a month where like I could do nothing. I went out, I was like, yay, and then immediately sucked. So yeah, and Flow's release date within the UK was like around then. So I need to rent it at some time. I've treated myself to a big television. So I will do that. Yeah. I used to foster, and then I took the 2 I had when I moved to Norway. Oh. See, I think if I was a foster person, I would fail foster all of them. It's like mine. But yeah. Luke Sweeting, have you seen The Naked Gun? Not the new one. The thing is, I saw a trailer for it when I went to go see something the other week, and then I was like, I don't know. And I think the trailer for me was too punchy, because I said to someone and they were like, well, that is the humor of the film. And I was like, yeah, but like in the film, I think it's like there's moments where it's like, like an episode of 30 Rock where it's like pow, 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 pow jokes, and then you miss half of them. But this was like a real concentrated thing. And it's like, I like, the build up to a joke is as fun as the actual joke. So yeah, but I've heard really good things about it, so I might actually go see it. I did see a very funny bit in the trailer that was like, the O.J. Simpson joke is very funny. So yes, but yeah, I'll see how I feel. And oh, Flow is dark. Make sure you watch it with a friend. Okay. Yeah, I know. It doesn't look like yay. I mean, like even like Homeward Bound is one where you're like, like it's like 80s, it's the 80s vibe. Kids film is what I'm getting from Flow. So yeah. But yeah. Let's have a look. Yeah. Oh yeah. Johnny looked after some cats. Their little kitties when their mum gave birth to them. But yeah, I was at that point. I think at that point I was in the. I'm trying to think. Was that last year or the year before? Might have been the year before. I think I was still like looking for a place, and I didn't have anywhere guaranteed. So I was like, I want a cat, but I can't have one right now. Otherwise I would have definitely been like, Johnny, I want a cat. And they would have been like, yes, please. Da, da, da. Hasn't Johnny had the cat distribution service happen twice? Yes, they have. They keep having cats just turn up to their door being like, meow, help, and then kittens. So yeah. 999 asks, Ellen, I need to know, do you like Florence and the Machine? Who doesn't like Florence and the Machine? I saw Florence and the Machine live, actually. Friend took me to Latitude Festival years ago, and they were one of the headline acts. It was very good. Very good. We stood like right at the back and we're like, woo. We'll never be the same again. I can't sing as powerfully as she can, but she's so good. Right. I think, yeah, Ellen's gonna have to go multi-camera so we can always have the cats visible in the corner. Yeah, if I do get a cat, I'll like, you know, I've got a nice, so part of my new office is I have a corner desk, and so here is part desk as well, and I can imagine a little cat sitting there and just like come out a little bit and just have a little cat bed there. Why am I buzzing? Look, watch. You can shut the hell up. There we go. Do not disturb theatre mode. There we go. Do not disturb. Save it. Oh, it's because you want for 1 hour or until... Not until I leave, because then that'll be freaking ages. There we go. Right. Phil says, I have the same setup, computer in the front, cat blanket to my side. Yeah, that's the, you know, cat. And then like also always within reach. That's the... But yeah. Hey, Ellen, hope you're enjoying your Sunday. I am, thank you, Nanahara. Mike's Portugal, meowdy all. Hey, watching a horror movie with my wife, so just popping in to say honk. Have a great chat and stream, folks. Thank you, Mike. Enjoy your scary film. Hello. The mace. I'm assuming that 4 is meant to be an A, and you're using it, or the M4E. But anyway, nice. Thanks for joining live. I've not been live for ages on here. So, hi. Nausea 18 makes a great point. Cat will live on the keyboard. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes. That will happen. Honk's happening in chat now. Let's have a look. And now I put up a little post on my community page. I'm going to see if there's any questions. No, because I put it up too late. That's on me. But yeah, I just want to say thank you to folks for watching my latest video, and for anyone who watched it more than once, because I re-uploaded it because I spotted an error. Because basically, yeah, I was working on this video. I've been working on this video for freaking ages. Since whenever the update happened that they provided it. So since like early July, maybe end of June. And and then I was like working on it, blah, 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 blah. And then I got an email from YouTube being like, hey, you're not going to meet the 4,000 hour view. Like, they need 4,000 hours of watch time on your channel, otherwise they take away your monetization. And I was like, but I've been busy. Do you know how many other videos I've been making this year on the other channel that I run? But anyway, so I had to speed up the process, and then I was getting on I had like this Wednesday was sort of like the deadline that I had to get it up by, in order to kind of guarantee the number of hours. And absolutely smashed that immediately. Within like 2 hours of me uploading the video, it was like bing, people were watching it. It was just because I hadn't uploaded in ages. Thank you so much for going and watching that and going the original one. And but I spotted an error the next morning, and I was like, right, I'm gonna do a new one in the evening because but I needed to keep those watch hours anyway, just in case. And yeah, it was just a silly thing. There was one thing where like I'd used a program to fix some of the audio because there'd been some clicking in my audio, and then that did a weird thing where it also just auto, like the end of any clip, it just like added an auto fade to it and cut out the last like second or so of audio, and so I had to do a bunch of stuff to stop that from happening. But then there was one that I'd missed, and then there was something where I'd shifted around some footage, and then the stupid adverts, the AI adverts with the terrible like weird plasticine and felt characters, they were not supposed to like pop, and I'd done a really nice edit on it so that they popped up at the right point, and blah, 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 and it looked messy to me, and I was like, look, I could leave that, but it would annoy me for the rest of time, so I would rather take the hit on the watch minutes and stuff now, or in the short term. For the long term, for me to be like, I'm actually proud of this video, because I'm a little bit of a perfectionist in that kind of way, but also having a deadline really made me like, ugh, and just rush and do it. But yeah. So yeah, AI was fighting back. Yeah, it did something to me. But yeah. Okay, Manic, too much information, but yeah, everyone likes the Beatles. Okay. As an editing nerd, I love nerdy behind the scenes. Thank you, Oliver. Like, I've been, it was the first time I'd opened up Final Cut Pro in ages, because my day job, we use Adobe, a little peek behind the scenes, and so I was like having to like get out of the kind of so used to like which buttons to like to do shortcuts on, and like unlearn those shortcuts for a second on the Adobe ones, and then Final Cut Pro. But yeah, I love Final Cut Pro because you don't have to pay monthly for it, and it does some cool things, but it works differently. So it was taking me longer to edit this video than a video that I would do for my day job, because I haven't done it in that program for over a year. So yeah, that was Diplensky says, I like your hair colour. It's the iridescence of a pigeon in a good way. It is. I love the iridescence of pigeons. That's a good album name. The iridescence of pigeons. But yeah, pigeons are cute. Like, they're grey, and then like, but there's like these blues and purples in there. They're just we confused the heck out of them, and like we domesticated them and then abandoned them, and it's really sad. Like when I was a kid, I used to be like, ugh, pigeons, but now I'm an adult, I'm like, oh, pigeons. And yeah, I do feel sorry for the poor things, because they really have to fight for everything. But yeah, my favourite pigeons are like the big wood pigeons, like just the big round ones who are like, they're good. Sitting in like an English country garden and just hearing that in the background, you're like, yeah. Makes me think of summer holidays personally, because like, yeah, you just go out and there's just like, we go visit friends and we go out into the countryside and we'd be sitting in like some country garden somewhere and you hear this and I'm like, yeah, it's great. Although we did also have wood pigeons in our back garden growing up as well, but yeah, they weren't, it didn't have the same. I think it's because like if you're surrounded by trees, it's the way it kind of like bounces the sound around, so like you'd hear them and they'd be nice, but like there's something like an extra depth and a richness because of like the acoustics of hearing it just like surrounded by trees. So yeah, that is, yeah. But I do love, just pigeons are cute. I had a friend at school who I still just send her pigeon memes now, but she loves pigeons. So yeah, she's good. Hey Flo. Yeah. Cara Dunn says, pigeons in Williamsburg are aggressive. They'll shake tourists for snacks. I love them. I once saw a man eating a sandwich, and then I saw this pigeon just looking at it, and then just flew right up into his face, like the aggression of a seagull. And this was kind of King's Road in Chelsea, like it's a posh bit. Even the posh bits of London have rough pigeons. But yeah. Jordan, Ellen, you should come to New Zealand. We have real chunky pigeons. I've seen your chunky pigeons. My favourite thing about New Zealand as well was like the thing that I noticed on the first day I got there. I was walking through a park and I saw a New Zealand magpie, right? And holy wow, they're just the inverse colours of a British magpie, and that really pleased me. So yeah, and it was something that I was able to share with my mother when we watched that episode of Bluey with the magpie in it. So yeah, it's good. Airport? I'm going to the airport. I love Bluey so much. Yesterday I went out with my mum to kind of like, I was like a little bit of a catch up, and also I was like, oh, I need to go and have a look, get some things for the flat, and instead I came home with 3 pairs of pajamas. Well, 2 pairs of pajamas, Polly Pocket themed, and 1 pair of pajama bottoms that were Bluey themed. I didn't get the top because the top, it was obviously for like parents. So I was like, I'll just wear it with a different t-shirt. So yeah, I love Bluey so much. I'm bingo in our family, definitely. Assassin's Creed, Pigeon Syndicate. Yeah, I see what you're trying there, Diego. That's solid. But pigeons have always been in the Assassin's Creed games. They're where you do the jumping point. They're so useful. They're helpful. Even video games, pigeons help. Deadly Melody. Oh, those aren't nice. They aren't even cool words. Yeah, magpies are like mean, but like especially the New Zealand ones more so than the British ones, I think. But you know, they are like, I think they're cool. Like, I love the fact that magpies also have that slight iridescence where they're like sort of like purpley blue under with the black. It's birds are cool, man. That's one of the things that I really miss during COVID. Is that, you know, all throughout London, because there were like no cars, you just heard birds. It was amazing. It was so good. But yeah, Shane Brimson. Yeah, magpies are different. If you look at a British magpie, and then wait, hang on, I can do this. Right. I did this. Hey, look at this. Oh, I was looking up and trying to see if I could get a Protect the Dolls t-shirt. I wanted to get one that was not rubbish. I missed the Cycle Q thing. It was a cool thing. And then like, yeah, my friend did a Jodie Whittaker thing, and I wanted to double check my quote, because I was like, she says, "Oh, brilliant," doesn't she, when she starts? Yes. I always double check myself when posting on social media. But yeah, Kew Gardens do this nice thing where you go and you can cycle round in the evening. And my friend messaged me being like, "Are you going?" And I was like, missed it. I saw the message 3 days late. But I could have gone. But they do it once a year in like August time, and you can go in the evening and cycle around Kew Gardens, and it's really cool. So I really want to try that. Well, I say it's really cool. It looks really cool. So see, look. I was trying to like check all these things. That's my face. Hang on. What am I doing? Where am I going? I want to find magpie, Eurasian magpie. No, not magpie murders. So, right. Eurasian magpie. And look, we don't have an AI answer at the top. This is great. And then magpie. Look at let's use the Australian one as an example. Look. Black belly. White belly. It's so cool, right? Isn't it like the other side of the world? So it's like they just went, hey, you know how like all the water goes the other way around? What if we did the magpies the other way around? I love it. Tara Jones, yes, Protect the Dolls. Yeah, so I was looking up because a lot of people with those things, they start doing it. They start like just selling ones, and I'm like, I don't want to just sell one that someone's just like gonna keep the money for themselves. But like the original one, you can buy from the original artist they're doing some pre-orders apparently. So yeah, and the the scientific name of a magpie is a pika pika. Look at this. It's a pika pika. Sorry, I enjoyed that. But yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, they actually, like, the profits all go to a trans charity. So that's good. I might do that, I think. Yeah. And oh, by the way, thank you to people who donated to the Pride stream on Oxtra and Oxbox this year. That was lovely. Thank you so much. One Gemini. Hey, so in the chat is One Gemini. Is the person who drew the lovely. I was looking up the Jodie Whittaker quote. I was double checking the Jodie Whittaker quote because they draw me a lovely picture of me with Jodie Whittaker. So yeah, if you enjoy, Blair actually worked on the Doctor Who comic. So if you would like to go see some cool art, go follow One Gemini on various social medias, because yeah, they do excellent stuff, and they do commissions sometimes. I think, do you still do pets? I think you still do pets. Am I misremembering? But yeah, they do very good drawings. They've done some good drawings, and they've been featured on Outside Extra before, and when we used to show all the fan art and stuff, which I really enjoy. And I thought, yeah, there's a magpie gradient around the world, apparently. So, loving this tangent. This is not a tangent. This is just things that I like. I'm a bit, yeah. When I was like one of the many people who joined TikTok as it, when it kind of blew up during lockdowns and stuff, I was one of the many people who they were like, we think you might have ADHD. Maybe, I don't know. I do get distracted by shiny things. Do I have ADHD, or am I just a magpie in a human body? I don't know. Maybe that's why I'm excited about magpies. So yeah, Matt the Wormrod, do magpies have regional accents? I don't know, but now that's all that's making me think of is the cat that's got a Scouse accent. Now, I can't do a Scouse accent. Like, I can do an impression of a Scouse accent, because if I try and talk in a Scouse accent, it like slides down the country and becomes Brummy, because like there's similar elements. One Gemini, no need to thank me. Thank you for the drawing. That was, yeah, everyone go enjoy this stuff. But yeah, the Scouse accent, but there's an amazing video. You will probably be able to find it if you just search cat Scouse accent. When maybe you've seen it before, but I can do a really good impression of the cat with a Scouse accent. It's so cute. It's a little ginger cat that's like, real. This is the best. I love it. Real. That's what I want. When I get a cat, I want it to have a little accent. But yeah. So good. So good. But yeah, back to the video. This is why we're doing the video. Oh, sorry, there's going to be tangents here, but that's what we're here. We're here for like a chill chat. It's not like we have to get through all of the things. It's more like, hey, Direct Lotus says birds do have regional accents. I can imagine. Yeah, with this video, thank you so much for watching it. And yeah, I've had a lot of fun making it. I've not made anything for myself in a very long time, since the BioShock video. And yeah, I've got so many things like written and ready to go. But I've not had the time because of various things, including sorting this place out, and getting it put together, and doing extra work at work. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. And now I've got my own. Now that this is a separate office, I don't have to do the thing where I the pile of like clothes that aren't dirty enough to go in the laundry but aren't clean enough to go into the, that I don't have to like shuffle those around my room. So when you're like filming, when you see me in videos, I'm filming, there's like a big pile of clothes next to me, just offside, as is the way with anyone. Yeah, it's such a thing. Why do we all do it? Like, I'm trying to get a bit more like, you know what, actually it is clean. I'll just hang it on, put it, like, especially if it's like a hoodie that I've worn once, it's fine, it can go back in the thing. But yeah, I just need to get some good hangers that I can like hang it up on the back of my door, and then it's done, and like it's being aired, you know. The joy. This is what adulthood is. It's trying to work out how to do your laundry nicely. You know what? I felt so productive today because I did a load of laundry like before coming on here and being like, hey everyone. I was like, just gonna hang up my laundry. Done. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it. The purgatory pile, says Bill. That is a good name for it. Oh, there was that amazing woman YouTube lady who does the inventions, like she does like the sometimes pointless adventures, but she invented like a chair that was specifically for laundry that could then also be folded away. I can't remember what it was, but it was very, very clever. What is her name? A chair built for your half dirty clothes. It is Simone Giertz. That's it. And it is genius. Let's get this. It's just so you can see the channel. There we go. Go watch her things, because she's very good. She's very talented. Yeah, Simone, Queen of YouTube. Hell yeah. Hey, I thought I was subscribed. Right, this has happened to me twice this week. Right, I've just noticed that I'm not actually subscribed to her, so I'm going to subscribe to her. So I, in my video, suggested a video by Evan Edinger to go watch. And then I was watching the edit back and I was like, why does it say that I should subscribe? I was like, am I not subscribed? I've been watching all of his videos recently. Like, and I just assumed, because I go and look for it and it's always being suggested to me by YouTube. So YouTube is doing a good job. It knows that I want to watch his videos. But like, I was like, remind me to subscribe. Come on. So yeah, I've subscribed. And I've known Evan since 2015. I met Evan in 2015 at a random party. And he was very nice. And we had a little chat. He was lovely. And he said very nice things. And yeah, I've been to his house and I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. Realised. So yeah, it's YouTube is so confusing nowadays. It's not. I remember back in the day. I'm such an old YouTuber, man. Amy, is YouTube screwing with people's subscriptions again? That could be a thing. It could be that like YouTube randomly unsubscribed me because I was 100% certain that I was subscribed to him, but maybe I was wrong. But yeah, so it could be that. I have had people message me previously being like, YouTube just, I was subscribed to you, but YouTube just unsubscribed me. Like, I wondered why YouTube wasn't giving me, when I was uploading a bit more regularly than recently, like, they were like, I've not been getting any of these because YouTube unsubscribed me for some reason. So, nyeh. This teen called algorithms are wild. There are so many people I don't follow, but I see all their posts anyway. Yep, same. My favorite thing though, I think like algorithms are sometimes really smart and then sometimes really, really, really just like stupid and basic. Because like you sit and watch one person's video and you go, like, cool, I enjoyed that, and then like YouTube only shows you them. Like, come on, like, show me a mix. I want to see other things, you know. I want them alongside all the other video like kind of creators that I've liked. So yeah. Danny McNamara, like one simple video and boom, the algorithm fills it with thousands of videos that you think is similar. Yeah, like I had it. So one of my favorite videos on YouTube is H-Bomber Guy's video on plagiarism. I think like I've been a big fan of his work for years. And I just think like it's become one of those videos that I put on in the background when I can't sleep, because he's got a very good, like, not quite Radio 4 voice, because it's not posh enough. It's just like a good timbre, is that the word? But it's good vibration noise. And yeah, it's not like this, but then it's also not too shouty. Apart from when it is, but by then I'm way asleep. And yeah, because I watched that one, I now get like so much stuff from like drama channels. And it was something that he talked about in that video, being like, it's a you know, oh, look at me, I've made a drama video, what equates to a drama video, and it'll like, I'm like, but you know, we need to talk about these things. And he was like, I don't want to be incentivized to continue to make videos like this. But like, then like YouTube was like, oh, you want to watch another video about Illuminati and how terrible she is? And I watched it and I was like, this is rubbish. I like gave it a go, being like, okay, this was maybe some extra thing. No, it's just, I'm bored, boring. Just people being like, oh my gosh, and kind of talking like this. Oh, drama. No, like I think it's important that we talk about things and like people on YouTube and behavior on YouTube. But like, if you're chasing that, like, oh, everyone's dunking on this one person, like you've got to have you've got to be adding to the conversation if you're talking about someone, you know? Because like in the past, I've like done videos about like, not like YouTubers in particular, but like situations around that sort of stuff. I have like done like response videos and stuff like years ago, like talking about things that I disagreed with that other YouTubers had said. But it's just this like, oh my god, this happened and then this happened and then it's all about the tea. And no, I like just actual tea. I do like some tea because like ooh, interesting. And I'm not going to be like, oh my god, you're such a gossip, if someone just wants to like vent about something, whether it be in person or on YouTube. But yeah, I think YouTube, like one of the things that I sort of like cut it out in the end, but in my AI video, one of the things that YouTube's AI wanted me to do was essentially a drama video. Like, it was like, this person is critiqued and blah, 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 blah. We look at this person's career and like what happened to them and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, this is also what you think I should want to watch. No, like, I don't care unless it's something that really does affect a lot of people on the platform and like affects other YouTubers, such as with the plagiarism video and like other creators. Or like affects the kind of like the ecosystem of like the creativist ecosystem, especially of YouTube. But yeah, it's just so much of it was like, it was the stuff that it wanted me to do was how-to videos, because like people are often going to YouTube, they want people words, Ellen. Like the things that YouTube's AI, like that Gemini was serving up for me to make, was like answers to people's problems and gossip magazines. And it's like the thing of like old magazines were like, oh, here's some tips of what to do, and then here's some like gossip of what's happening in the celebrity world. And it's, yeah, it was basically that. And it was just, yeah, just how to and gossip, and that's not really what I want to do. More opinions, you know. That's what I do here. So yeah, it was interesting. That yeah, my YouTube algorithm, I think, was also like affecting the AI answers. Perhaps is a theory that I have. But yeah. Yeah, Meeple of Britain said, yeah, I think YouTube and most AI isn't smart enough to analyse why some channels succeed and some don't. Just goes, people like this, make more employees of YouTube who we only pay in advertising. So yeah, it's just like, oh, this work. Like, it's not like, yeah, like my advice if you want to make YouTube videos is make things that like you like and are proud of, and if it doesn't take off, then it doesn't take off. But like do it for the love of making things, and that AI suggestions, inspirations, that wasn't for the love of making things, that was for the sake of making a video because YouTube wants you to make more videos. But yeah, it was a really fun video to make, but also quite depressing. Because, yeah. Oh, right. Who, MD21, do it for the Vine. Hell yeah. Oliver says, YouTube, AI-generated videos shouldn't count as real views. Also YouTube, here's an AI-generated video, you should make it. Yeah, right? Like, their terms of service are like, you can't just upload a video that's made by AI. Like, that's like one of the kind of things. Like, channels that are made entirely by AI shouldn't really be making money, but like, they are as well. I can't remember one of the videos in the playlist that I created like touches upon that. Like, they were like, I found this one and this one and this one, and these are all AI. They're still monetized, and they're all obviously AI, and all obviously, like, some of them are like all obviously run by the same people, or are like copycats of. But yeah, it's wild. It's wild. And I don't see, like, because some people are like, oh, I just use it to like come up with some ideas and stuff, and I'm like, that means that you will never come up with your own ideas. You need to work those muscles in there of being like, well, what would be a thing? There is something brilliant about sitting like just in front of a big whiteboard, or just sitting with a blank document, and it can be sometimes overwhelming and like, oh gosh, I have no ideas, what do I do? But you just like start like kind of throwing things until not throwing crap until it sticks, but like throwing kind of things that like you need to learn how to get the juices flowing. Like, that's also a process of, you need to learn about the process of creation. It's not just about like making a video. Part of the process of creation is coming up with that idea. So some people are like, oh, well, I just do it because like, I'm not sure, like I want some ideas, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, well, then they're not your ideas, are they? You're just regurgitating what a machine has said. And yeah, like one of the ones that it was like about trolling and how to deal with trolls. And I was like, well, this is like a rubbish version of an idea I already had for something else, you know, as well as it already being a thing that I'd done on the channel, and it was like inspired. AI can't be inspired. All it does is regurgitate. So yeah, it's just it's so frustrating. It's so frustrating. You need to learn how to come up with ideas. And like, one of the things that you can do to come up with ideas is to take a break and go and do other things, watch other people's videos, see what things like make you feel like, oh, I'm passionate about that, or oh, I have something I can add to that, and like do a video. Hey, like, I saw this video and it inspired me to make this. AI doesn't say what inspired it. Like, AI just vomits it up, and it's not an inspiration, in my humble opinion. Yeah. Nausea 18, creation versus content. Content is a meaningless term. Ban it. Yeah. Like, because I always try and say, yeah, I'm a creator. Like, rather than I try not to say content creator. If I do, I'm saying it like ironically and joking, like, yeah, I'm a content creator. The only content that I create is my own contentment. It's the goal. That's my goal, is to be content. So yeah. Alison Wasserbauer. That looks a German surname. Wasserbauer? I'm trying my best. But wait, I've lost it. There you are. I often hate writing papers for my classes, but I absolutely see the necessity for me to develop them on my own without the use of AI. Yes. Like, you've got to get used. Like, if you're sitting there as someone who is studying, like, perhaps you're younger, perhaps you're older and studying, you know, the act of like working out how to write things makes you a better writer over time, and eventually it gets easier and easier and easier. And the thing is, like, I think there are some writers that are like so good and they make it look really easy. Like, and the thing, like, if you're doing it week in, week out, year in, year out, etc., like, it becomes, you know, sort of muscle memory. But like, you don't get to that level straight away. Like, some people delete all their old videos off YouTube, and I completely understand why. Because, you know, they want it to look professional and they don't want their like crappy first video where they're like, hello, hi. But I leave my one up there. Because I want people to see the difference, and the difference in confidence in terms of like hosting, the difference in the quality of what I'm saying, in terms of like how eloquently I'm putting things, etc. And the same thing is like, yeah, with the writing. Like, my writing like was fine, but now I feel it's better, and it's a bit more, I'm better at avoiding tangents within my writing. I'm a better editor nowadays, because I can look at the things that I've made and go, okay, I don't need that. Okay, I don't need that. Okay, I can shift that around and stuff. And then Google Docs can be like, would you like us to refine it? And then I scream. And yeah, my voice is going a little bit. I need to take a drink of tea before I scream. But yeah. Like, all these things take time and patience and practice. And it's really annoying when people, like, they're trying to sell you shortcuts. But like, all right, okay, am I going to do a Dark Souls analogy? Okay, I've just thought of a Dark Souls analogy. So, right, there's shortcuts in Dark Souls. You know how you get those shortcuts? After you've gone the long way round. And I think that's a brilliant analogy. The shortcut is like, now you just know how to do it. Like, because the thing is, like, you've got the shortcut for like distance and stuff, but the thing is, also, I'm making this more complicated, but also, like, you can still like do the route again, but it's easier because you know how it's done, like when you replay it, you know, similarly. But like, that shortcut is you just like I've done the work, I now know how to be a good writer. I don't know how to write. Okay, I've gone through this huge boss fight of writing. Now I know how to do this. Okay, I can do it a little bit easier. I can do the easy way now because I know how to do it. But again, as I said, you could also do it again, but it'll be easier that time, even if you go the main way, because you've done it before. Once you've beaten a Dark Souls boss, like, I can go, I think, yeah, I went and beat the Asylum Demon on the first time you meet him, because I had to get it for capture, and I was so excited to do it because I'd learned how to do it, and then I was so proud of myself because I did it, And like every time I make a video on YouTube and I put it out and it's good, I'm so proud of myself because that's years of practice, years of work of me working out like, how to get better at this, how to be good at this, how to be more efficient at this, and create fun things. And yeah, it's I think it's important. I think it's so important to be able to do it yourself. Like, please. But yeah, sorry for the Dark Souls analogy for anyone who's not played Dark Souls. It's really good. Hovnia Scooby says, I keep getting asked by people to use AI for everything. So I got a mobile device that is so old it can't run AI tool. That's how you beat them. That's a lot of people are like getting older retro gear. Is that I really am enjoying, like, it's happening a lot with Gen Zers, which I'm like, good on you. Where people are like kind of going for like old Nokia 3310 I think I had. Oh no, did I have the 3330? But it was so good. But like, are going for kind of like stupid devices as opposed to smart devices, so that they don't have to constantly have like the distraction of social media. But like, so you don't get bugged by all these extra things, and I completely see it. I completely see why. Brian W. Ain't no AI in a VCR. Too right. Nimble Tack says, RE, the important mug. Yes, my lovely Elsa mug. Will we be heading over to Disneyland Paris to see the new Frozen Land when it opens? Yes. Hell yeah. One of my favourite memories of the first time I took my sister to Disneyland Paris is we watched the fireworks in the evening. And the Frozen bit is all in French, which, let it go in French. It's good. And like there's a bit where like Anna and Elsa are like running along in the snow, like being like, oh no, they're in a blizzard, and like you hear one and go, oh ma soeur, and like my sister was like ma soeur, and gave me my sister and I get very emotional at Disneyland. Yeah, we're definitely Disney adults, sorry. I love it so much. But yeah, James Clark, I got a Walkman for that reason, talking about the low tech. Yeah, do it if Logic Monster, the only thing AI has successfully replaced is Google. It hasn't successfully replaced Google. It's effed up Google. Like Google Google was so good. Like, as a search engine, that's what made it all its money. And like, also, like, YouTube search was like one of the most popular search engines on the planet. And like, sometimes I'm looking just for a video, but it doesn't, because they've played it. And it's not so much AI. This is just Google trying to like keep you on the website for longer rather than just give you the answer. Sorry, everyone listening. But like when you look for a video, it's like got videos, and then it's like, oh, here's some other things you recently. It just shows you like 5 results and then gives you other things, and you have to click videos in your like the search results rather than like everything. Also, if you want to avoid the AI search result, a lot of people like put in the comments, you can do -AI, put a swear word in, or once you get to it, you can click web. And I wish that the kind of like the web search how to do it was like the default. That's I really wish that was the default, but it's not, because they want us all to use AI. So yeah, but yeah, it's a pain. The Indigo Witch says, my manager talks often that she uses AI as Google search, and that if it's incorrect, you just tell it got it wrong. I'm like, no, I'm not doing. The whole point of a search engine is like it does the search for me. Like, and yeah, you've always had to like look through those results or refine your search for like what you actually want. But like, it shouldn't give you just like the wrong answer. Like, first it was like how many R's in strawberry, and more recently everyone's like how many B's in blueberry, and they're like 3. No. Yeah, Bob Strub. Gen AI provides an answer without citing sources or showing context. That's the thing. Like, it's all well and good like searching for this stuff and being told what it is, and it's like, yeah, cool, but where'd you get that from? Like, Google's AI, from what I've seen now, does at least like go, this is where we've got this idea from. They actually link to the page rather than just vomiting up the idea. They got links to other things. But often they're wrong. So like, yeah, recently I was doing some behind the scenes of Outside Extra. I had to do, for a recent video we did on armor sets that wouldn't protect you, IRL kind of thing. I had to go get the bare-chested and oiled armor for Cassandra. For the main character in Assassin's Creed Odyssey, I play as Cassandra because, of course, I love her so much. She's the coolest. Just love her. Anyway, and I was Googling to see, because basically this thing is a legendary armor set that spawns randomly at a blacksmith, like at blacksmiths around the place. Eventually I found the best way to do it is like, after you've leveled up, all the blacksmiths refresh their inventory, and then once you buy something from a blacksmith, they all stay the same for that whole level that you are. So I played a bit of the game, leveled up, and then just went to a blacksmith and would reload a save every single time to get until I got what I wanted, which was a lot of work. But like, well, it wasn't a lot of work, it just took a long time. But I did a lot of like research, finding out how to do this. I found some random person on Reddit had said, well, said the thing about the respawning, and once you buy something, it's locked in. So yeah, it was like, I found some Reddit again being more helpful than Google. But Google's AI told me that, oh no, it's just a thing. If you take off all of their armor, that's what they look like. As opposed to like specific armor set. It just thought, oh no, if you just like unequip all of your stuff. If you unequip all of your stuff, they have like a cloth thing on, like a cloth linen dress top, or like, not a toga exactly, but yeah, like, not the bare-chested, like if like Alexios and Cassandra would still have clothes on, basically, is the default. And so I was just, it's the number of times I've seen the AI answer and gone, no, is more than the times I've seen the AI answer and gone, oh, okay. And even then I go, oh, okay, it's probably that, but I'm not trusting it. Okay, it was still a bit wrong, you know? So, yeah. It's so frustrating. It is so frustrating. But yeah. Oh, behind the scenes, I'd love to see the game capture setups, database tagging, etc. you have on Outside. Man, I have my current system. It's changed over the years, but my current system for recording for Outside Extra gameplay is when I play a game, and I've been doing it with Donkey Kong Bonanza at the moment. is as I'm playing, so I play it, and all of my things are called like Donkey Kong Bonanza Part 1, and then occasionally like I'll put something in there that if it's really important, like the level or whatever. With Bonanza, I've been trying to like keep it to like the levels separate, so I might have like multiple videos of one level, but like, and I try to do this for all games, like if it's got like, unless it's usually open world where it's harder to do this, but if it's a level thing, I try and like not have a level cut into anyway. But what I do is like, it's like part 1, part 2, blah, blah, and then I have a document, a word processor document, software of your choice, and I have part 1, and then like if there's anything in particular that I think would be fun in a video, or you know, it's the sort of thing that we like would probably cover in a list video in like 5 years time, when I'm like, oh wait, I remember a good example of that. Or if there's a funny line that I really like in, like, I did this a lot for God of War Ragnarok. Like there are so many funny snappy lines in that game. It's so freaking good. I'll put the timestamp. So sometimes my gameplay is like me kind of just standing there. I'll like find a nice little view to just stand there so I can be like 7 minutes in, I saw this, because I've been recording in OBS usually, and OBS shows you like how long your footage is at the moment, and so I can put the timestamp in like around 7 minutes in this happens, or like if there's a particular collectible, because we constantly do videos about like fun collectibles, stupid collectibles, you know, all that sort of stuff, and I'll put it in like that. But yeah, a little bit of behind the scenes on Oxygen there. But yeah. But yeah, how are folks doing otherwise on this Sunday? How is everyone doing? Oh. Metal McBiff, the latest ChatGPT update, apparently thinks that 8.8 minus 8.11 is a negative number because 8.11 is a larger factor. Oh, as someone who did A-level maths, that really annoys me. Yeah. It's just because you just didn't put the 0 on 8.80, it thinks it's because it's a longer. Oh, they're not smart. Like I said in the video, like people forget that it's like it's artificial. They're not actually smart. They're not actually intelligent. And yeah, it's so well. Anyway, yeah. Oh, folks are good. Very lazy day from Cara. Yeah, great. I've had like a half lazy day. I went out to go get some things for the flat, which is nice. Actually, I went and bought myself some microphones as well. Are they here? I've put them somewhere else. But yeah, I've got some little. I finally given in and got some of those little clip-on mics that all the TikTokers use, because it'll be useful. And I got myself a nice cork board to go on my wall there, so I can like stick up some like pin up some pictures and things and do bits and things. I need to do some like stuff behind me at some point. Oh, I need to put on the light. Let's do a little look at the room. There we go. That's the Will Smith meme done. Going to put this light on. There we go. A little bit of background thing. I need to fix these a little bit. My little lights have fallen down. I need to do this up here. You can't see me, but I'm fixing. I've got some lights and they're stuck up with double-sided sticky tape, so I don't want to drill into the metal of this cabinet I've got here. I've got a nerdy cabinet with things in. I'll eventually do a video and show you what's in there. But yeah, there we go. A bit more ambiance. But yeah, I've got a sofa. Jump on the sofa. No, I paid too much for that sofa to jump on it. It's a very comfy sofa to sleep on apparently. So yeah, I don't want to use it. We can't hear you far away. Okay, right. So I was fixing some lights. I've got a little nerdy cabinet with a bunch of nerdy things in it. I'm sorry, some of them are Funko Pops. But they're all ones that have been gifted to me, and I love them very much because they're gifted to me. And I'm someone who like really, really loved Funko Pops when they first came out, and then now I'm like, they're everywhere. So they just, and also I played that Funko Pop game and it was so bad. I need to do a video on Outside Extra, but it was so bad. It was so bad. Anyway, yeah, I've also got my I've got a selection of Card Captor Sakura. I need to say that correctly. Things. I've got some like nerdy things. I've got some a lot of Assassin's Creed stuff in there. But yeah, I'll do a little things. Ambiance, yes, Michael. Ambiance, a bit of ambiance. But yeah, what was I talking about? I'm gonna have a sip. I'm gonna have a sip of tea. Kyoko. Oh, I loved Card Captors. I loved it when I was a kid. Like, there was a little girl with, like, basically the same haircut that I had for years as a kid. In the 90s, a lot of female characters, there were a fair few gingers, which was good. Because my sister's a ginger, so I always appreciate ginger. But, like, a lot of the female characters were just, like, blonde ladies, pretty blonde ladies. And so having a main character who is like an adorable kid with like brown hair, a female character with brown hair, that was like a big thing that I was like, I mean, I started watching it when I was like 11. My hair was a bit different there by then anyway, but I was like, yes. The Mace says, us on the worst time zones have to go to bed now. Have a fun rest of your stream. Have fun chat. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate it. I appreciate with live streams, like, not everyone can sit in for ages. But yeah. Angel Beat. Unfortunately, things like Sailor Moon and Card Captor Sakura fully passed me by the time. Oh, so good though. Like that was they were like the main reasons I watched ITV, like CITV, is because they had, like, I was more of a CBBC kid, but then CITV had all the anime, so they had Sailor Moon, they had Card Captor Sakura, they had Digimon, they had Pokemon. I think they had Digimon. Maybe no. I think yeah. Basically, I think they had a deal. But they got a lot of the anime stuff, and it was all the American dubbed ones. And then when I was a bit older, when I was at uni, I watched a whole bunch of Sailor Moon and Card Captor Sakura and some Digimon with subs because I wanted to hear it in the original Japanese. I really enjoyed it. But yeah, I found the Sailor Moon English voice was a bit much. It was like that. She was like that, all of it. Whereas, like, in the Japanese, it's more kind of just like a young girl that's like, meh. And it's like, yeah, I relate more to that because I was a young girl going, meh. Yeah, CITV had Digimon. Yeah. Like that was I used to live like so close to school that I could get home in like 5-10 minutes, and I would be like straight out of the classroom, straight home. Adam G, I remember winning a Game Boy Advance SP and both Pokemon Firemen and Leaf Green in a CITV competition. That's so cool. Stephen Rounce, when did they have Sailor Moon? They would show it on a Saturday morning. I think it was like before SMTV. I think it was like super early. Like SMTV had, which was with Anton Deck and Kat Deely. They had Pokemon because they did the Pikachu every week. Anyone outside the UK is just like at the moment. But if you search SMTV Live and Pikachu, you'll probably that'll probably educate you. There's probably someone's uploaded that. But yeah. Joshua Moore says, Danger Mouse, anyone as old as me, mate. And you watched any of my old videos? I've got a Danger Mouse poster in the background for a lot of them. So I know Danger Mouse. Oh, wick! That's my Penfold impression. Oliver, I lived next to my school, so there was a lot of game playing between classes. Amazing. Just like run home, play a bit of Nintendo, run back. Oh, great. CITV had Count Duckula. Count Duckula! Yes! Count Duckula at your service. There's so he's like, so Count Duckula was like a bit character, a side character that appeared in like one episode of Danger Mouse, and they were like, we should do a whole thing about this. And then they changed his character. Like, in the Danger Mouse episode, he's like a baddie, as in like a bad guy rather than he's a baddie. But yeah, that's good. Grizzly Tales. Is that Grizzly Tales of Gruesome Kids? That was great. Are we just talking about children's TV now? Because I'm happy to do that. I've sort of like, it's a bit more, remember all the good creative things that people used before AI was a thing. It's so good. Adam, do you love a bit of Cosgrove Hall animation? Yes. Wind in the Willows, the Cosgrove Hall Wind in the Willows. Let's see. Wait, Cosgrove, or is that no? Cosgrove Hall was Danger Mouse and Duckula. But no, they did. Cosgrove Hall did do Wind in the Willows. I am right. Yes. And Okie Doke. Just seen this on the wiki. Okie Doke. Okie doke, all in the helping hand. Yeah, Oliver, Ellen, here's what I need to say about my AI video 10 minutes later. Danger Mouse. Yeah, look, this was like, I just get excited about good things. Victor and Hugo. Which one were Victor and Hugo? I'm just going to Google this. Oh, right. Burglars and okay. I never really saw these, but I know I sort of recognise. Yes. Oh man, trapdoor. Dan. Yes. Don't you open that trapdoor, because there's something down there. Yeah, if you want to see some of the most fun, yet also kind of messed up children's television, because I used to love that show and still do, obviously. But yeah, there were some that are like, there was one that I watched as an adult that I'd not seen. So when I was a kid, I had a VHS of a handful of episodes that I watched over and over and over and over and over and over again. He's got a little hole in the top of his head. Yeah, he like, I just have lines in there forever. But from the legend that is Willie Rushton. But like, I watched one and it's like, there was one monster in it that like really, really like unnerved me as an adult. I was like, kid me would not have handled this one. Because it was very like, like, talk to them. Well, it's very creepy, but Burke, feed me. And our trauma with Animals of Farthingwood. Yes, the shared trauma of Animals of Farthingwood and Watership Down. See, AI can give us a lot of trauma, because like some of the AI stuff is just bleh. But yeah, so good. Rosie and Jim, love Rosie and Jim. Precious Rogue's in here. Hello, lovely. How are you? But yeah, it's do you watch Bluey? Okay, Brian W, you might have missed the bit where I was like, yeah, yesterday I bought Bluey pajamas. Yeah, I love Bluey. I'm bingo. Oliver's the Groke from Moomin scared a whole generation. Yeah. Yeah, I think like my sister just makes that generation. Yeah. Direct Lotus, Funny Bones. I mostly only remember the intro. It was a good intro though. It was Funny Bones is great. The book is like, I used to read the book and then they started making an animated show of it and I was like, so good. REC, I wasn't alive when Nightmare lived, but binged it in my teens. Yeah, I love like going back and watching old shows. I mean, like me as a kid watching Danger Mouse, like in the 90s we were fairly spoiled, I will say, for like kids TV stuff, because they did a lot of reruns of 80s stuff. So there's a lot of things that like Gen X would be like, well, that's our stuff, or like at least like older millennials, that younger millennials are also like, yay. So yeah, it's like, you know, like things like I watched the real Ghostbusters even though it was out years before I was born, you know. I mean, I say years, like 5 years if that. But like, yeah, Banana Man, anyone? Muck Tic Tac. Now we're talking. Banana Man. Eric ate banana and became Banana Man. My favorite thing is like having these like discussions among friends, and then getting to one of them where someone in the group is like, you're pulling you're just saying this in the hope that I'll like be like, yeah, I remember that, and everyone's like, no, it's not real. And it's like, no, but it is real. And I think Banana Man is sort of, I had that with someone with Banana Man. I think, yeah. Super Ted. Does anyone remember Super Ted? He was a teddy bear, but also a superhero, and he had a little helper with him, Spot. And yeah, Captain Planet. I never really, he's more of an American show. Like, we used to get a lot of American shows in the UK, but I think with the cartoons, we mainly got the ones that were like produced in Canada. I think it was just easier to get stuff from Canada. But like, saying that, I don't know. Like, I watched Ninja Turtles, I watched Ghostbusters. It was great. Batman. Oh, Batman Animated Adventures. Mark Hamill will always be my Joker. Family Ness and Supergran. Yes, Cockney Charmer. Good Scottish kids shows. Brilliant. Postman Pat, like, if we're going real young, talking like Scottish shows. So I used to love Postman Pat. We used to visit family up in Scotland, and I used to watch Postman Pat in Gaelic, and it was called Patrick Post. So I was a multilingual child, Patrick Post. And Family Ness, yeah, it's Fireman Sam, both Welsh originally, and Super Ted. Yeah, there are a lot of really good things coming out of Wales. Good kids things. The Raccoons, you can run with us. We've got everything you need. Again, Canadian. I believe that one is actually Canadian. The Worst Witch, great. Queen's Nose. That was god tier. Queen's Nose, Demon Headmaster. So good. Mona the Vampire. Yes. I was too old to be watching kids TV by that point, but Mona the Vampire was legit. Yeah. I bonded. Yeah. Metal McBiff. Didn't Paddington have a super cute stop motion show, or am I making up? No, the original Paddington TV show is like some of the most beautiful like kids TV. It's a warm hug of kids TV. My Parents Are Aliens, what a show. That was a good kids sitcom. Oh man. Bucky O'Hare. Now, McTick-Tack, Bucky O'Hare was one of those ones when my sister was like, do you remember Bucky O'Hare? And I was like, you're making that up. She was like telling me like the idea of Bucky O'Hare, and I was like, No. You're pulling my leg. You're trying to make me go, oh yeah. No. But yeah, it was a real show. I just missed it. Morph. Love Morph. Chaz is like my favourite character. I love him so much. Morph is so good. I like the fact that his little brush is basically a dog. I think it was so good. Tony, oh, man. So good. So good. Round the Twist. Yes, thank you, Australia. We lift our hats to you. That was a great freaking show. I see your children's programs and raise you Dogtanian, or Dogtanian, I should say, TARDIS user. Took me too long to realise what your name was. Are you afraid of the dark? Yes, Forrest. That was such a good show. It was like that and Goosebumps. Good. Morph is still around on Insta, Mr. Hidman. Right, I'm gonna go to find I love Aardman animation so much. All of their stuff, so good. Anyway, right. Was Mighty Machines ever shown in the UK? I don't know. I know of it, but I don't know if it was ever shown here. I don't know. Amy, a lot of older children's programming feels like a fever dream today. It does, but then again, have you seen things like In the Night Garden? That's nightmare inducing if you're not the intended audience. So yeah, Darkwing Duck, yes. I recently watched, though, I think one of the there's some really good kids TV shows out right now, like alongside Bluey and stuff. I think the more recent the reboot of DuckTales is like god tier TV in general, as well as like it's funny for kids, but it's like with Bluey, like they're the shows that it's like also for the parents, and they're amazing. And I went back. I'd never really watched DuckTales as a kid. We didn't have the Disney Channel growing up because didn't have the money for all the extra channels. I had 5 TV channels growing up. I only got the 5th one in 1997. So yeah, I think it was 97. I think Channel 5 was 97. Anyway, but yeah, so I didn't. There was a lot of like Disney Channel stuff that I just didn't see, and that was one of them. And I went back to try, let's watch the original, that'll be fun, and I couldn't because Huey, Dewey and Louie had the most annoying voices. I was like, they've all got the same voice, they're all interchangeable, like, because what the good thing about the new season, especially the new series that they did, is they got some like amazing voice actors. What a collection of actors in that, and gave them each like proper personalities, and yeah, it was good. It was so good. And David Tennant, and there's one where it's set in St Andrews where I used to live, and I'm like, yeah, because they go to the home. It's not explicitly said to be St Andrews, but they describe it as the home of golf. It's like where golf was invented, and it's like, yeah. And there's bits where you're like, oh, that's what it kind of looks like. So that was fun. But yeah. Channel 5 is 1997. I was right. Thank you, Liam. But yeah. Right. Okay. Let's time out on the kids. I just got excited. God, it's 8:30 already. Wow. All right. But yeah, has anyone got any questions about the video? Let's go back to the video. We've done lots of tangents, and that's sort of the point. This wasn't just about the previous video. But yeah. Nimble Tack, okay, final one, and of course, the greatest show of all time, Thunderbirds. I was actually on. That's actually a useful thing while you're thinking up questions. I was on the Jerry Anderson podcast, I went and had a chat with Jerry Anderson's son about Thunderbirds, and they put me in 2 episodes, which I was very, very oh my god. My dad was very excited about because he was the one that got me into Thunderbirds. And yeah, I freaking love Thunderbirds. I had Tracy Island growing up and all that jazz. So yeah, I freaking love that show. And Captain Scarlet. I wanted to be like an angel, like the angels, the pilots in like the all white suits. They looked so cool. But yeah, so yeah, Captain Scarlet. They sent me a very lovely Captain Scarlet poster that needs to go up in my house somewhere. I need to find a frame that fits it properly. So yeah. Did you put under I left you one in the post you put? Okay, I'm gonna have a look at the posts that I put up on my lovely thing. Right, okay. Okay, so I lied 12. So some nice things. And also, is there a use for AI in the ideas process towards videos? Like, I sort of mentioned this earlier, and you posted this probably before I said it. Yeah, I think part of the creative process is coming up with the ideas. Like, it's the seed. You're not going to get a full plant unless the seed is also from you. Like, think of it as a thing in your head. An idea is the thing in your head, and you want a lovely flower to come straight out of your mind and into the camera and onto YouTube. And yeah, I think if you become too reliant on a machine to come up with the ideas for you, you will not stretch those muscles and get used to coming up with ideas. And the thing is, like, some people think that coming up with ideas is just like pulling a lever in your head and being like, and that one, okay. But it's not. Like, it's different. Like, sometimes I'll have an idea while I'm lying in bed and I'm like, I have to write it down on my phone or on a bit of paper or something. Have a document, have a whiteboard, have something where, like, when you think of something, write it down. You might come to it days later and just be like, nah, it's rubbish. But, like, have a place where, like, a safe spot where you can just, like, put things, and either they're like, you know, yeah, that's a good idea, nah, it's not a good idea. You know, you need to give yourself room to think up of new things. So yeah, I just think and the thing is, like, I mentioned it in the video where, like, AI basically comes up with like an average of everything that's happened before, and you don't want an average idea. You want a unique idea. You want an idea that it speaks to you and comes from you, you know. And like, all YouTube's AI can do is come up with ideas that have come before, and like, it's like inspired by your channel. Like, all of it was stuff that I've covered before, but like in a less interesting mold, less interesting shape. And so yeah, it's not it, you know. You're not gonna get better at coming up with ideas. And like, the thing is, like, it's part of being human is sometimes having ideas and sometimes not. But my advice for like coming up with ideas is, if you have an idea, write it down, have a place where you have a bunch of ideas, so that in those times when it's a little bit of a desert in there of like things to come up with, you're like, oh wait, but I had that idea ages ago. What if I go back and revisit that? And sometimes, you know, often actually going back to an old idea that you had, you know, you look at it with a different perspective, with a different eye, and you're like, oh, actually I've thought of a better way to do that, or maybe I thought of a more interesting way, or like different way, you know. It's yeah, it's I don't think you should cut that corner, because you'll just end up making things that other people have already made, and there's no guarantee that what you make will be better. So yeah, like the things that I like on this platform as a whole are the things that people are really passionate about. Like, I freaking love, like, one channel that I've been watching a lot of recently, and has also become one of my comfort watches, is Not Just Bikes. I watched like a real long video about him saying about how cool trams are. I never imagined years ago that I would watch a video about how much a guy loves trams, but I did, because he was passionate about it. And I think it's easier to be passionate about an idea that you came up with than one that a machine spat out at you. And like, that's what hooks me onto channels, is their passion for things. So yeah, like, you know, going back to like talking about like the H Bomber Guy video earlier as well, like, I don't like drama channels. I'm not a big fan of like drama videos, but like that video for me wasn't like a drama video. It was a passionate thing of someone being like, I hate plagiarism so much, and this is this thing that I found out, and we need to talk about it, and we need to deal with it, because it is annoying me and I need to talk about it. So yeah, like, rather than like, oh my god, here's the tea, you know. And yeah, I just oh, it's so good. Spellbeard, like, the tram video is good. Also, you should look up the another recent video he did about why the trams in Toronto don't work, because they don't like implement them properly and stuff. Like, I really love Not Just Bites, because it's like really interesting. Like, it's like, oh, look at all this cool stuff, and then occasionally he'll do a video, and then you'll like just get depressed about all like the cool old cars, like the trolley cars and stuff that just got ripped up so that they could put motorized cars in there. As a Brit who visits America, crossing the road, I'm always like praying to any deity that will listen, like, don't let me die. Out of all the places, I was like, it's the fact that we were going to turn when you're crossing the road. I hate it. Anyway, like, even in New York. But yeah, definitely go watch. Don't go watch. Lolo Kate, I love Tom Scott for exactly this. I miss him. He's still around. Go do go check out his podcast. And yeah. He's an absolute legend, and he's such a nice person. So yeah. Forrest, Ellen, do you ever just free write and edit into something later, or do you always start with an idea / topic in mind? I mean, sometimes like you can just have like a line that you like, and you're like, oh, this would absolutely slap in a YouTube video. Don't know what one it will go in. And you're like, write it down, done. I personally feel like I have wasted a lot of good ideas for videos on like social media posts, particularly Twitter, when I used to like post more often online. And that's why I've sort of like started posting less, because I want to save those kind of like hot takes, unless I feel like something needs to be said in that moment. I'm very much a big believer as well of not just saying something about everything that's going on, because I used to do that a little bit on Twitter, and it's not fun. You get all the worst people in your replies. So yeah, I think sometimes, yeah, like, but I think the strongest videos come from where the idea is first. Like, you write to an idea. Like, so in my day job at Outside Extra, we come up with like, what's a funny thing to write about, and then we write to that angle. So yeah, like, isn't like, as I mentioned earlier, like the armor sets and things, like the angle is, okay, let's make a joke about armor sets all the time, etc., or like, yeah, just that. that sort of vibe. And it's also because we also have, like, this year we've had freelancers helping us with writing as well, and so having that angle is really important when you're asking a freelancer, because it helps, like, guide their writing. You're like, okay, so we want, the joke is this for all of them. So you do it the same but for a different one each thing. So yeah, if you need to have the angle of a video before you start writing, I think, sometimes, because, like, you can just, like, write and then eventually, like, edit it into something that's a bit more like but it's easier and less work to edit if you already have the angle in mind, or the kind of the hypothesis and the conclusion. So yeah, like, same as if you're doing a scientific, like, from my, like, doing science in A level, you need to have your hypothesis, and, like, you're doing the test to test your hypothesis. So when you're writing, you're kind of, like, testing your idea and what you've said, if that helps. Because Kado Genesis says, what sparked this stream? This is great. It's because I put up a video this week for the first time in over a year, about YouTube's new inspiration tab, which I don't like, because it's AI, it's generative AI, which I don't enjoy. And I personally don't want to use generative AI. And then I clicked on the inspiration tab, not knowing that it was generative AI, because it wasn't, like, obviously marked as such. And so I used generative AI without giving my consent to, if you get it. So yeah, that was why I got really annoyed. And then also because they've moved around things in the back end in YouTube Studio, I went to go click on videos but accidentally clicked inspiration, and then when I was like, these aren't my videos, I realized I'd actually accidentally clicked the same tab again, because they've moved things around. The number of times. So I've always managed to, like, be like, ha, ha, and click out, but I've done it so many times since, because my brain is just like, this first tab, no, it's not. It's going to take me so long to unlearn that. And then I'm going to finally get round to doing the second one. And then everyone's going to lose interest in AI, and you're just going to be like, oh, okay. And then they're going to switch it back, and I'm going to be mad. But at least I hope that happens, in all honesty, because I just don't want that tab. I want that tab to be just elsewhere. So yeah. Yeah, Kado Genesis. Oh, dude, I've avoided that like the plague. The auto replies are already god awful. Oh, this was something I looked at some of the auto replies on my AI video. Okay, so for the last little bit of this stream, I mean, we might go on for ages. I don't know. I'm having a lot of fun just chatting. It's nice. It's nice. I've not had a good old ramble. I think if I do this again in future, I'm going to limit it to how long it is. Because, yeah. Like, how many of you are watching? There's over 800 of you watching me waffle on. Thank you. I appreciate it. Oh my God. Yeah, I understand if people are just dropping in and dropping out. I get it. I didn't plan to go on this long. I planned this would be an hour and we've already gone over 45 minutes. But anyway, so video comments. So come on, click on this. There we go. All right. So these are some of the comments on my thing, and I just thought let's have a look at some of the auto replies. Congratulations on finding somewhere to live. Thank you. Yes, thank you. Thank you so much. I personally would say thanks or cheers. That's so, yeah. But there was one that, if it's still there we go. Congrats on finding a place. Thank you. Us too. I know. Us too. Us too. I love it. Us too. And then, yeah, so, but the thing is, it's really random. It just chooses random ones. The ones that it chooses the most are ones where it's like an easy reply. But even then, it gets it wrong. That us too is the equivalent of like when someone's like, enjoy your meal. And you're, oh, thanks, you too. Ketogenesis, the longer AI auto replies tell a freaking story that never happened to me. It's absurd. Yes. So in the playlist of AI videos that I put together, you can find it on my channel or in the link in the description of my uploaded video, my AI video. Drew Gooden talks about that in one of his videos. I've popped that in there. And yeah, like, and the number of times the reply is, I don't know. But yeah. Welcome back. Hello there. Hope you enjoyed it. Nothing to add. Thank you for the entertaining and relatable video. With a fair few artist friends, I'm generally against AI for a multitude of reasons, so this video was a nice vent into reason. Well said. Glad you enjoyed it. Thanks for sharing. Says the AI that this person hates. Putting a view and comment on this one too for that sweet engagement. I would also like to re-echo the sentiment that AI can absolutely do one. Well said. Thanks for sharing. Boom. It's talking against you, AI. Right. I noticed that two of the videos in that yeah, I noticed that two of the videos in that anti-AI playlist are episodes of Last Week Tonight with John Oliver. As someone who really enjoys that show but is too broke to afford an HBO subscription, so I just catch their uploads on YouTube, I felt weirdly seen. Yeah. The thing is, like, it's on Sky here, and I don't want to pay for Sky because so yeah, but yeah, interesting. You are correct. Good point. Why? That's not a point though. That's just someone sharing their experience. That's not a point. I feel weirdly seen. Good point. They're not trying to make a point. They're just sharing, like, this is cool. Right, okay. That was it. Pleasantly surprised by a notification from this channel. It was like an old friend texting you after a long time. Loved it. Welcome back. Well, they're not coming back. It's me. Like, they've been sitting here waiting. No, not actually. Please, I hope you haven't been sitting here waiting. But like, yeah. Wow, thank you. Happy to, like, but that's not genuine if it's not for me. Like, I would want to, like, properly. So Patrick, if you're watching this, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I do appreciate the people who are like, hey, it's really lovely to see an upload from you here. Metal McBiff says, you are correct that you are too broke. Hey, there's too many streaming things. I can't afford all of them. But yeah, like, I'm with the brokies. We're all broke. So, sorry. Anyway, I just saw it in the chat. And it made me laugh. But yeah, thank you to the people who have been like, oh, it's really nice seeing you uploading on here. Like, it is really nice to upload on here. I've been wanting to for ages, but like, due to various things, I haven't. So yeah, it's so funny. It's so funny. But yeah. Right. So great video and an unexpected Dan Layton cameo. Yeah, he's been in my vlogs ages ago. I've not done vlogs for ages. So yeah, but yeah, more to come. I mean, I'd have to ask Dan. Glad you liked it. Hope you enjoyed it. It's just very bleh, you know. I'm not really getting any of the long ones, which is, you know. Okay. Great video. Good to see another upload. I can't stand that garbage. AI is never helpful and very nonsensical. Also, that Playbus picture with those puppets was super nostalgic to see. Yeah, freaking Playday is amazing. There's a retro shop here and they had plush puppets. Zig and Zag. Remember that? Oh, freaking love Zig and Zag. Sorry. Oh my God, we're back to the kids TV show. Anyway, yeah. It makes sense that we talked about children's TV in this stream because I mentioned Playdays in the video. See? All connects. Yeah, and then I remember years ago I saw you at Comic-Con, but it's too anxious. Right, if you see me at things, like if you see me in public, feel free to say hello. As long as you're like polite, I will be freaking lovely to you. Don't worry. But yeah, but it's like, thanks for the tips. They weren't giving me a tip. They just said that they saw Zig and Zag and again. Thanks. Congrats on your new home. Love all your work. Thanks so much. Us too. Us too. Oh man, this is so frustrating. But look at all these lovely comments that nice people left. Anymore. So welcome, thanks so much, glad you liked it. It's all very generic. It doesn't really know how I talk. So Drew Gooden in his video, he talked about how like in his videos, like the tone of his video, he's very like, he's often like complaining about things in videos. He's like, well, stupid things on the internet. He's like a commentary channel, and then like he talks about like all the things that he buys on Instagram and stuff. Those are some of my favorite videos on the internet. And it's just like kind of like complaining about like the state of the internet. But it would take that and also translate it to the comments that he'd leave to people. Like he's actually like very friendly to his commenters and stuff. And it's like, yeah, cool. Oh, thanks. You know, it's a thing where you're like, you're getting around to vent at your, you know, at your online pals, you know, and like, they're like, yeah, you know, your audience is like, yeah, I agree. Whereas like in his auto replies, it's very like combative sometimes. Wild. So Frodo Baggins, who I believe was in chat today, good old YouTube making things easier for its creators again. Tell me about it. You got that right. Like what? Like what? What? Tell me more. Thanks again. Yay, thank you. Thank you. In 3 different ways. Thank you. You wait. Okay, no, they bought it. Okay, so it worked out that they also bought a house. So thanks, and you too. Okay. Clever. But not completely, you know? Congrats on the new place. Congrats on the new place. Always nice to have that stability. May your mortgage rates ever be that low. Fingers crossed. Yes, thank you. Yes, it will. Wow, so nice to have you back on YouTube. Thanks. Welcome back. Me too. Me too. What's that in relation to? So nice to have you back on YouTube. Welcome back. Again, like if someone's saying nice to have you back, I'm saying welcome back to them as well. But they're talking about me being back. And then nice to have you back on YouTube. Me too. So ridiculous. Yeah, AI manifesting low mortgage rates. I hope so, Jeebus. Yeah, Kato Genesis, and we cannot opt out of this trash either. It's always been there. Yeah, like one thing I will say is a lot of people were complaining. For those who English isn't their first language, or like they're in a different location, YouTube was automatically giving you dubbed versions of my video. So I found in the settings, they'd made it automatic as a yes for everyone. They were like, cool, you've got it. And I was like, where do I had to do a bit of Googling, which eventually worked. And yeah, I found that it's in your upload settings. So if you are also a creator who doesn't want dubbing, and the thing is, like, it's a nice idea. I think it's nice for creators to be able to reach more people, and it's nice for people to be able to watch more videos in their language. But a lot of people were complaining about how, like, inaccurate it was, and also, like, you know, it's gonna take, okay, how much energy, etc. And it's also like the voices are not particularly great. It's like kind of like very monotone, and I went and had a listen to one. It was like, but so I went through and I changed that setting, and I've deleted the ones on that video anyway. I'm like, I had to go and delete them all individually, so I don't know if it's still going. But yeah, I turned it off. If it's still happening, let me know, and I might have to go in and delete, because sometimes they seem to come in at different, like, some of them process faster than others, basically, so they come up at different times. But yeah, hopefully that is fixed. But yeah, I think there are some uses, like there are some good uses for AI, which is like voice recognition and that sort of stuff, which isn't technically, like, it's the sort of stuff that was called like smart stuff previously, but now it's all called AI because AI is the thing. But yeah, Thomas Hahn said, it's not an issue with me if I click on YouTube proper in my browser, because there it's set to English, but if I click a YouTube link on Discord, no, kill it with fire. Yeah. But yeah, so anyway, got that sorted. It's also crazy that AI write descriptions like a 7th grader failing to draft a coherent thesis statement. In this essay, the topic of X will be explored. So much work for something you could find in any remedial English class. Good point, pretty much. I know, right? You're dunking yourself, AI. But yeah, like, to all of these people who have sent nice things, thank you. Thank you so much for being vocally anti-generative AI. There are things that AI could be used for, but in my opinion, creativity should never be on that list. Well said. Thanks for sharing. Absolutely. Go away. Go away, or AI replies. So yeah, it's just, I just really enjoyed the Us Two, or You Two, you know, whatever it was. It was just nonsensical, throwing darts at a board. But yeah, Us Two. Anyway, it is nearly 9 o'clock. I've been going for 2 hours. My brain is starting to melt a little bit. Us Two, we hear it. Me. Yep. Oh, come on. I keep moving my arm. There we go. Yeah. There's only one of me. There's only one of me here. So, yeah. It's ridiculous. Thank Us Two. Oh, man. But yeah. Thank you so much. If you haven't watched my video, please do give it a watch. It's the second upload. The first upload got like over 30k views in one day, and then this video has only got like 15 in 3 days. So please do let YouTube know that you enjoyed it. Like, go in, watch it, like it, etc. Really, really, really appreciate it. Nixie V, any Comic-Con appearances in the future? Nothing as of, nothing planned yet. Nothing in the near future. I would just like go, but it's genuinely quite sad. I can't. It's not safe for me to go just as a punter, so I can't really go unless I'm invited, because I need to be looked out for, basically. So yeah. Apologies, because I love meeting people, like walking around the show floor. It's my favorite thing, like bumping into people. But there are some people that I can't bump into because it would be very dangerous. So yeah, I can't really do that anymore, which is a shame. But yeah, if we're there for anything else, like if I get invited to do a panel or something, I will scream on my social medias. And yeah, speaking of social medias, I'm on social medias. If you're on Blue Sky, come follow me. If you're not on Blue Sky, make a Blue Sky account and come follow me. It's really nice on there. Twitter is such a hellfire now. Like it always was. But man, I have to look at it a lot for research for videos sometimes, because there's a lot of like, especially for my day job, there's a lot of gaming history that happens like in announcements on Twitter, because that was the platform, and like whenever I'm on there, like getting a screenshot or like a bit of evidence for something, a bit of information, bit of news to put in there, like the other stuff that I like stumble across sometimes, it's like, wow. Yeah, that platform has fallen just through the floor into hell fully. But yeah, so I'm on Blue Sky. I'm also on like Instagram and things like that. I will occasionally post on stories and stuff. Instagram is like not my favorite, but yeah, I'm on TikTok as well. I am on TikTok. But yeah, I'm gonna try. I started like posting on TikTok and having a lot of fun on TikTok. I haven't posted on there for ages, but also like I should be posting that stuff here, because then I'd actually like get paid for it. So yeah, if I have a short form video idea, you will probably find it here as well as on TikTok. Because yeah, apart from the AI adverts, I do actually quite enjoy YouTube Shorts. So yeah. Metal Macbeth, Blue Sky is lovely. It is lovely. I really enjoy it. And Blue Sky, for me, Blue Sky has been finding all the people that I used to like follow on Twitter and being like, oh, I found you, hi. Oh my god, it's you, hi. Like a meet up, like a catch up. But yeah, Gabrica's, yeah, Twitter went from being just awful into being deliberately awful, to be honest. Yes, that's accurate. Yeah, Thomas Hahn, there's so many TikTok people reusing them as YouTube shorts. Yeah. Liam Eds, do you have Patreon, Ellen? No, I do not. You can support the OX Supporters Club though if you would like to support my day job and my fellow co-workers. That's a lot of fun. I have a lot of fun at work, and work with some really nice people. So yeah, I don't upload on here as much as I would like to, but I do a lot of hard work over at Outside Extra. So yeah, if you like video games, and the thing is, honestly, even if you don't like video games, my favorite comments and things that I get either like online or at meet and greets and stuff is people who are like, I started playing video games because I started watching your videos, because I just thought they were funny, or like my friend introduced me to them and I thought they were funny and blah 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 blah, and then I was like, you played this, or like you made a joke about this game and I liked it, and I went and played it and it was good. And that makes me very happy. I like converting people to video games. That's my favorite. Because yeah, it's a lot of fun. I love gaming. It is it's been a nice haven in a world of sometimes, you know. I recently got some footage I was getting some footage for Prey recently. I don't know whether that video's come out yet. Don't think that video's come out yet. Has it? I can't remember. I don't know what day it is anymore. But God, Prey is such a good game. That's such a good game. Yeah, it was the Dead Bodies one that came out this week. That was a lot of fun. To get the capture for. Yeah. Oh, Malred the pirate, I want to join the OX Supporters Club again, but I need to wait until I'm less skin. Mate, if you're skin, don't feel like you have to. Like, the support, like watching videos, liking, subscribing, sharing videos with your friends is support enough. If you cannot afford it, do not feel obliged or pressured into doing that, because I have been the person who's like, I have no money, I want to support people, but and I get it. There's so many people with Patreons, there's only so much that people can donate. Don't worry. Goodbye. Yeah. So people getting Prey. Yeah, I'm talking about the 2017 one by Arcane Studios, Arcane Austin. I went to visit them, and they were all really nice. And now that studio is closed because I hate capitalism. Well, not because I hate capitalism, but because shareholders. I made ranty videos about it on the channel. So I've got another very fun ranty video coming up actually on Outside Extra. Will be either up next week or the week after. Actually, what I can say is I'll be at Gamescom next week. So I am going to get some currywurst. I'm very excited about that. And go play some video games. So yeah, I will be, it's safer for me in Germany, apparently. So yeah, I will always be accompanied when walking around there. So yeah, if you do bump into me around Cologne next week, feel free to say hello. So yeah. I'm so excited for currywurst. You can buy little packets of like ready mix stuff, and I'm gonna buy so many so I can have them at home. So like there's not usually like veggie versions, so that's like, and I don't I usually try and have veggie sausages, so I make the veggie version at home. And I think though, even so, like the powder probably isn't completely veggie, but I try to eat less meat than I used to. But currywurst, I will treat myself to an actual like bratwurst. I think it's bratwurst, right? Isn't it? Either way, it's good. It's sausage, curry sauce and chips, which is so good. But anyway, I am now going to go and reheat a lovely tofu curry that I made myself the other day and use my rice cooker. So yeah. Jonathan Hennessy. I'm sad that they killed the studio that made The Evil Within. I liked those games. That studio is not dead. It got bought out by another large company. Doesn't guarantee that it's completely safe, but yeah, they got bought out by another company. Because I've also been playing a lot of Ghostwire Tokyo, who are by the same people, and also they made Hi-Fi Rush, which is a really good game. I've not played it, but I know it's a really good game because like everyone vouches for it and it looks really good. So yeah, but yeah, wash your Michael, you don't need to tell me to wash my rice. I know. The only rice you don't wash is risotto rice because you want that extra starch, you know? Starch? Starch. You don't want stash. You don't want starch. You don't want starch in risotto. That would be embarrassing. Anyway, right. Joshua Moore, Germany respectfully insists that you have a nice time. Yes, I will. Thank you. That's my very bad German accent. Also, yeah, YouTube and TikTok have decided to serve me up, or so much of my comedy is served up to me on like short form content, as I can, like, as guest in chat Oliver can attest to, with jam on the side. It's people like making fun of differences between like being like, haha, we're all different in Europe. And yeah, that's my favorite type of I really like the two Italian men who are like approved, and then I really like the English guy Liam who's moved over to Germany and is like the difference is like him winding up Germans like by accident, like by doing English things, and they're like, what are you doing? So yeah. But yeah, right, I will end there. Thank you so much, Oliver, mate. Your videos are so good. I love meeting other getting in touch with other creators and being like, yes, I'm good. So yeah, I'm the person that will just vomit compliments at people that I enjoy the work of. So there you go. You have my compliment vomit, with jam on the side. So yeah, go check out my video, go check out my playlist, go check out Oliver's videos. I hope I'm still saying your name right. Really hope. I'm so sorry, English. Also just sorry for being English. But yeah, take care. Have lovely evenings or mornings, depending on where you are, or afternoons. So yeah, thank you for joining. Thank you for watching videos, and I shall see you in, hopefully not too long on here. Maybe I'll do another stream before I do another video, and we can just talk about kids' TV shows, because that was fun. But yeah, maybe just do a nostalgia stream. That would be fun. Anyway, take care, and see you next time. Bye. Us too.